The second half of round one begins on this episode of the Mae Young Classic. 8 incredible athletes have advanced to the Sweet 16. They are all one step closer to making history. Tonight, 8 more are hoping to advance, but only 4 will do so. Ayesha Raymond describes herself as the brawling Amazon from London's East End.
I will literally grab her by her throat and drive her through that mat.
She takes on the lightning from down under, Toni Storm.
I'm just sorry in advance for the damage that I will be causing you.
The towering Kavita Devi has already made history as the first woman from India to compete in a WWE ring.
Arcade is coming, and get ready. I am going to win.
She'll face the captain of Team Kick, New Zealand's Dakota Kai.
It's game over. If I hit that on them, they're not getting up.
Bianca Belair, the genetic beast, is set to face her biggest challenge yet.
I am the best, I'm the roughest, I'm the toughest.
She squares off against Sage Beckett, the hardened protege from Team 3D Academy.
Bianca Belair, I'm going to pick her apart.
And our final match of the evening features Piper Niven, the powerhouse from Scotland.
Now I'm going to show you what makes me bigger, stronger, better.
She looks to take down WWE's very own Wonder Woman, Santana Garrett.
I'm here for the win, so time to go.
The quest to become the inaugural WWE Mae Young Classic champion continues right now.
Another raucous packed house here at Full Sail University for another night of the historic action, Mae Young Classic.
Hi everybody, I'm Jim Ross alongside my Hall of Fame partner, Lita. And Lita, who do you have your eye on in this round?
You know, there are so many amazing competitors from around the world. We talked to one, Kavita Devi. She wants to do something different. She's been a full contact fighter. She's been involved in weightlifting. She is the first Indian woman in a WWE ring and wants to make her mark in the Mae Young Classic. Well, here you see how the brackets are shaping up. 4 more women will advance on to round 2, but 4 will have to go home tonight.
That's the bad news. And the good news, though, is that our first match is a heartbeat away. Ayesha Raymond representing the United Kingdom, Toni Storm, Australia. Here's more about them.
My name is Toni Storm. I've got one hell of an attitude. It's like a rock star energy.
Representing Australia, Toni Storm.
When I come out, everything just kind of goes out the window and I just don't care. I just don't think people realize what's inside of me.
Toni Storm is physical, she's hard hitting.
I just go in there and I take heads off. Poor girl. I'm just sorry in advance for the damage that I will be causing you.
My name is Ayesha Raymond. I am the deadlift diva. I am able to deadlift over 210 kilos, and I take that as a great pride. I see felines, cats, panthers as being quite strong, and that's usually how I portray myself in the ring. I went from being somebody who was always being told my entire life that I couldn't, and now I can show you that I can.
Is a first-round match scheduled for one fall in the Mae Young Classic with a 15-minute time limit. Making her way to the ring from London, England, Ayesha Raymond.
Ayesha Raymond is a very big physical woman. at least 6 feet tall. She was discovered in the WWE tryout in Glasgow, Scotland. Japanese trained. More on her momentarily.
And her opponent from Gold Coast, Australia, Toni Storm.
Well, they said that everybody dances to the beat of their own drummer, and Toni Storm has got one hell of a unique drummer.
Toni Storm is one of those competitors, when her music hits, she transforms, and I love watching that.
Just think how my career would have gone, Lita, if I had chosen that black hat instead of my traditional black hat. And then again, maybe not. Toni Storm, the first Progress Women's Champion. She actually studied Japanese in school.
I think she may let you borrow that hat, JR, if you ask nicely.
I'll keep that. I'll take that under advisement. Ayesha Raymond wanted us to say hello to her brother, Jermaine. Jermaine is watching tonight in the UK on the WWE Network, and we welcome him to our broadcast. And the referee commands the bell to ring, and here we go. It's one fall, you know that. You know that if you win, you advance. You lose, you go home. For Ayesha Raymond, that means the United Kingdom. For Toni Storm, it means Australia. Long trip ahead for both these ladies at some point. Boy, when you're, did you ever especially strategize when you're in the ring with someone that is a lot bigger than you, a lot stronger than you? You got to change a few things, I would assume.
Well, right, the goal is to stick and move, but if Ayesha Raymond does not give Toni any space, Toni's going to have a hard time with that.
Well, that certainly got Ayesha's attention and raised her ire. And you don't want to raise the ire of a 6-foot woman.
No, I would not tell Ayesha Raymond she can't. I would not be one of those people.
Toni Storm has got such a unique skill set. UK and Aussie trained. Japanese influence.
Oh, nice.
Toni Storm moving this match forward a little bit pace-wise.
JR, she told us to watch out for these hip attacks.
I'm watching. A very pronounced hip attack ×3 for Toni Storm.
Oh.
Man, when you start in one corner and you're going to the opposite corner, there's a lot of distance to cover. It gives your opponent time to adjust, as Ayesha Raymond just did. Hard slam by Ayesha. And her lateral press. Here, my point was, Ayesha's 6 feet. I don't know what her weight is. I don't have that information. But even a lateral press by an athlete that large is a different element to deal with.
Sure, Toni's going up a long way when Ayesha is, wow, pressing her over her head, slamming her entire body into Toni Storm. And Toni right now is in a position she does not want to be in.
Ayesha Raymond, a very impressive athlete. She has size and strength, athleticism, agility. It's all there for Ayesha Raymond. And Toni Storm, maybe out of desperation, used that headbutt right across the bridge of the nose of Ayesha Raymond to cause some separation. Oh, Modified backstabber by Toni Storm, simply outmaneuvering her larger adversary. Running knee.
Whoa.
Northern Light suplex and a throw nip up from the athletic Toni Storm. Our Australian friends are back.
Those rowdy Aussies are back at it again.
That's the sugar. Right off the top came Toni Storm. You go there, sometimes it's that way. Aisha's, I don't know what Aisha's thinking here, but
wow,
this is not going to get her closer to where she wants to.
Ayesha Raymond got caught up there to jaw jack with the fans.
Ayesha Raymond taking a huge chance off the top. Nobody was there. There's a roll-up by Toni Storm, and Toni Storm has won this match by taking advantage of one mistake of Ayesha Raymond. Ayesha Raymond will head back to the UK. Toni Storm will live to fight another day. Well, that was a big mistake, unfortunately, for Ayesha Raymond. Come off the top and not find anybody there.
Here is your winner, Toni Storm.
And that moves us forward. Toni Storm going into the next round. She will face either Tainara Conti or Lacey Evans.
Hey, there's the coach.
And the queen.
Sarah Amato, Charlotte Flair, and two of the best I've been around. Full Sail University has been electrified by the Mae Young Classic.
The WWE Mae Young Classic is brought to you by Rocket League, an award-winning hybrid of arcade soccer and driving. Rocket League is available now for PS4, Xbox One, and Steam PC.
We're glad that you're with us. And coming up next, interesting matchup. Kavita Devi from India takes on Dakota Kai. Here's more about these two ladies.
My name is Kavita Devi. मैं आज खड़ी होके अपने इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट करूंगी.
Kavita is the first and only Indian woman in a WWE ring.
और ये पूरा इंडिया प्रे कर रहा है, गॉड से प्रे कर रहा है मेरे लिए कि मैं जीत के आऊं. जो ग्रेट खली जो इंडिया में हमारा जो हमें जो ट्रेंड करते हैं, मुझे अपने ऊपर 100% विश्वास है और विश्वास ही है जो मुझे जिताएगा. Because I am powerful. Don't underestimate the woman power. Look at me. Hard Katie is coming and get ready. I am going to win.
My name is Dakota Kai. I'm from New Zealand. I'm the girl next door. I'm friendly, but once I get in the ring, that's where it all changes.
This young lady's been on the WWE radar since 2014.
My style is very quick and evasive.
Oh, there it is!
Neckbreaker.
I do a lot of strikes. I kick hard. And I use my speed a lot in the ring.
Took her face off.
I've spent the last 10 years trying to get to this position, so to finally be here is such a big deal to me. I'm going to do everything in my power to win the Mae Young Classic.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. making her way to the ring from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
The veteran from New Zealand, the great Toni Garrett country, ladies and gentlemen. You watch this young lady compete, you know she can kick your head off.
With a smile on her face.
And her opponent from Haryana, India, Kavita Devi.
Kavita Devi is a very physically imposing athlete, Lita.
Kavita Devi is so strong. She has been in full contact fights. She's new here in a WWE ring, but she is not new to fighting.
She is a renowned power lifter in India. Discovered in a WWE tryout. Man, I'll tell you what, I hand it to the staff, because the WWE staff I'm referring to, traveling the world, literally, traveling the world to find the next big thing. Could be one of these two ladies. We don't know.
You saw just on that handshake, Kavita Devi showing her power over Dakota Kai. And continuing with that mindset. I mean, that would be the way to go for Kavita.
Kavita Devi can keep her game plan very basic, very fundamental, and use that. She's just so much bigger, so much stronger than is Dakota Kai.
Well, and I don't know how long Dakota Kai knew.
Nice roll up.
She was going to fight Kavita Devi, but there's no footage to see of Kavita Devi.
Very aggressive arm drag takedown. Kavita Devi trained in the Great Khali's training facility.
Whoa.
And look at this agility.
Now that is not keeping it basic.
Right back to the wrist control. After walking the top rope, I don't know if she was channeling the late Don Jardine, the spoiler, or the Undertaker. Walking the top rope, not easy done. Again, Kavita using strength to maintain the wrist control. Nothing fancy here, but Kavita using what brought her to the dance. And Lita, that's power. Nothing but raw power. And Kavita going back up to the top. Second time we've seen that. Man, that's right out of the Great Khali playbook.
I don't know if Khali taught Kavita Devi that move.
Hard kick by Dakota. Just when you stand in the wheelhouse of a much bigger, stronger opponent and try to exchange strikes, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. And I think that Dakota Kai fully knows that. She's got to take another path here. Change her strategy. Quicken the pace. Confuse Kavita Devi. There's a sunset flip, got a near fall. Now the key thing is maintain the pressure. Well, that didn't work.
Kavita Devi just swatting away Dakota Kai.
The idea's right on the money for Dakota. Just couldn't execute it. Fireman carry position.
Whoa.
Oh, strength. Wow. Kavita Devi military pressing Dakota Kai and then dropping all of it south.
And that is the hard KD she was talking about.
Big and strong is this young lady from India. But she's wasting valuable time.
Kavita Devi's got to get in there and finish the job.
Kavita Devi has made a mistake here, and we'll see if Dakota Kai can capitalize, because Dakota will tell you she can someday. I was lucky she didn't come after me after that slam. So let's see now if Devi can regroup, get back on the momentum. So there you see inexperience.
That was that waiting right there. Here's Dakota Kai's opportunity.
Man, Dakota Kai came running around the bend.
Going up for that top rope stomp, hoping to pull this off.
Oh, both feet right in the abdomen, the double stomp. Yes, indeed. That's how quick it can end. And Dakota Kai pulled this one out in the bottom of the ninth.
Dakota Kai advancing, but she sure took a beating going into round 2.
We saw a lot of strength and power from Kavita Devi. Very impressive. And here's where the mistake was made, the follow-up. There was no follow-up by Kavita, leaving the veteran time to do this. And boom! A knockout kick right to the face, and then the coup de grace. Look at the elevation and the velocity.
Here is your winner, Dakota Kai.
It didn't look good for a while there for the veteran Dakota Kai, but she pulled it out.
It was just that one opening that Dakota Kai needed to advance to round 2 to face Rhea Ripley. It's going to be an incredible matchup.
It is a festive and incredible atmosphere here at Full Sail University. Great to see the Rocks family here at ringside. Of course, led by his lovely mother, Otta Johnson. And you see this lady on Monday Night Raw, Nia Jax. She's a special athlete. We thank these ladies for joining us here at the Mae Young Classic. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, man, oh man, we're a thoroughbred athlete. Bianca Belair, she'll take on Sage Beckett. Here's more on these two.
I just want to show the whole world what Bianca Belair is all about.
Look at the power, the strength of Bianca Belair.
She deadlifts 405, squats 320. She's impressive.
Oh, and a spear by Belair.
I am the strongest, I'm the fastest, I'm the quickest, I'm the roughest, I'm the toughest. I am the EST.
Bianca Belair, confident and talented.
When it comes to my braid, this is a lethal weapon. There's nothing better than me. I am the best.
Have you ever gotten a chill that runs up your spine? Something that sets your soul on fire? I am Sage Beckett. I've been around the world, and I've seen it all.
Sage has taken so many paths to find her way to the ring.
I get called a witch. I'm not a witch. I'm a shaman. I use the air, the earth, and the fire within me every time I step into the ring.
Sage Beckett.
I throw caution to the wind. I am absolutely vicious, and it's just raw and natural. I use all of that energy that's around me, and I channel it in, and I focus that into accomplishing what I need to do to win. They're not gonna know what hit them.
Two very complex, confident women. One will advance, one will go home.
You ever been to a shaman, JR?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, Sage Beckett.
I think I've always been in a shaman-free zone.
I could set you up with that, you know?
Well, let's discuss that. That might be a TV show. JR and the Shaman. I really enjoyed talking to Sage Beckett. She's extremely cerebral. 3 or 4 college degrees.
It was interesting talking to her. You know, she takes all of her life experiences and puts them into her efforts inside the ring.
Trained by the Dudleys. Devon, you get the tables. University of Central Florida graduate. 4 degrees, and here's another young lady that's got a impressive college background.
And her opponent from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
Bianca is just getting her feet wet in the world of sports entertainment. She's a University of Tennessee volunteer, graduate of UT in Knoxville. In high school, a top 5 rated national hurdler in track.
Just an overall genetic beast, if you will.
Indeed, you are right. Bianca Belair also attended South Carolina and Texas A&M. 3 schools in the SEC did this young lady attend. Here we go. Again, well, there'll be really no intimidation here. I realize that Sage Beckett is a little bigger, but this young lady, Bianca Belair, is on another level when it comes to self-confidence.
I mean, we spoke to Bianca Belair, and there is no throwing this woman off of her confidence.
So let's see how this one plays out. Contrast in styles. Both ladies are very young. They're very educated. They're very smart and motivated, and they both fully understand the concept. If you win, you advance. If you lose, you go to the house. And there's where being bigger and stronger helps you out, but
that one didn't seem to faze Bianca Belair at all.
One arm scoop slam by Sage Beckett. Running elbow could be a big difference maker. Both legs are hooked, and Belair kicking out quickly. Maybe out of desperation. That's an interesting, the hair has got me mesmerized of Bianca Belair.
Better stand back.
That's an interesting element to this matchup. Let's see if it comes into play as this one materializes. Drop kick from the track star. Crawling, quickly got a cover. You know, as many young women that are track athletes in America, to say you're in the top 5 in the nation of all the hurdlers is a hell of an accomplishment.
Well, and that takes so much discipline and dedication to be able to do that, and she has clearly applied that to this career and this chapter in the wrestling ring.
It's hard to be a failure in another entity and then step into this level of competition and really realistically think you're going to be successful. It's just so challenging. There's few things that anyone could ever do in sports or entertainment that can compare to the Mae Young Classic.
Whoa!
And that's some impact there to take down Sage Beckett. Hook of the leg, got a near fall for Bianca Belair. Oh, right hand, right in the ribs. And, oh, look at this. Belair able to trip Beckett on her way out of town. Great elevation. You just see the naturalness of Bianca Belair and the things she does. Big splash. Bianca Belair does the most amazing athletic maneuvers effortlessly.
Well, the thing is, she has been able to take that experience that she has in that high-level athletic competition and just transfer it right over. She is ahead of the game and so new here. What a career. I cannot wait to watch her develop.
It's just hard to coach the natural strength, speed, quickness hand and eye coordination, and as you mentioned, Lita, the focus, the determination.
For sure. I mean, you don't coach that. It's just there. You just see it. Oh.
That has caught Belair, who rose completely through out of the predicament. Sage Beckett couldn't hold on to finish the pinning combination. So we're kind of back to where we started at the beginning of the match. Kind of even Steven. Strikes, big right hands, palm strikes.
Oh.
Sage Beckett engulfing Bianca Belair, and there's big athletic kick. You see there how Sage had trouble getting to the position she wanted to make the pin.
I saw that, and I was also worried. You know, Bianca Belair was very close to the ropes there. You want your opponent as close to the middle of the ring as you can get them if you want to finish it.
Running knee lift. Shades of Mr. Wrestling 2 for those that watch the WWE Network. Belair carried to the corner, now tied up in the proverbial tree of woe.
Bianca could be in trouble here.
Bianca Belair hung up with nowhere to go but down. Sage Beckett has created her own opportunity. Big chance. Maybe too much time.
You called it, JR. If Bianca Belair can capitalize.
Oh! What the? Oh, the spear! What a spear right in the solar plexus, and it's over. Bianca Belair exploded with that spear on Sage Beckett. Wow. Athletic beauty in more ways than one is Bianca Belair. You make a mistake, sometimes it just costs you everything.
Boom, that's what that hair is for, JR. Followed up by a beautiful spear.
That is very unorthodox.
Here's your winner, Bianca Belair.
Using the hair as a whip. Wow. Well, the bracket tells us a lot of stories.
Man, the rookie Bianca Belair advancing to round 2.
Very impressive outing for the rookie. Go Balls. Bianca Belair. Let's go to Charlie Caruso.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Charlie Caruso here at the Mae Young Classic Control Center. The Sweet 16 bracket really starting to take shape, and so far, 11 women have moved on to the second round. And the action keeps on coming. Up next, representing Scotland, Piper Niven, who looks to utilize her size and strength advantage over Santana Garrett, who may well be this tournament's very own Wonder Woman.
My name is Santana Garrett. My message would be to work hard, stay humble, do your best, and just be you. That seems to work.
She's incredibly talented. She's in phenomenal shape. She seems to bring her A game week after week.
There was a time where I was told that I would never make it, and to be a part of this and this global event is absolutely everything. I just feel like I can motivate and inspire. Anything is possible if you put in the work, if you believe in yourself.
Be impressed with Santana Garrett. She's got guts.
Hopefully this is a platform to show what I can do and what I have to offer. I'm gonna do my best, and I'm here for the win.
Hi, my name's Piper Niven, and I'm from Ayrshire, Scotland.
The first Scottish wrestler in history to headline Cork Hall in Japan.
I love being bigger and I love bringing my aggression to the ring, and I love being able to do like all my different moves that sometimes people even half my size don't have. I've put all of my heart and soul into proving that I can do the same things that you can do and more. You can still have fun, but you want to win. Now I'm going to show you what makes me bigger, stronger, better.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Ayrshire, Scotland, Piper Niven.
I saw Piper compete in the World of Sports special. She has the distinction of being competing the first ever women's match on that legendary UK broadcast. Really talented and very, very athletic.
And her opponent from Ocala, Florida, Santana Garrett.
Santana Garrett residing in the current hometown of WWE Hall of Famer Dory Funk Jr. Ocala, Florida.
I love you see how proud Santana Garrett is following her passion around this world as she wears the patches on her cape of everywhere she's been.
Santana, a veteran, looking for her break, looking for her opportunity to hook up with WWE and travel the world and do what she loves. But to do that, at least in this environment, she's got a big order to take care of. All right, wary smile, to say the least. Their lips might be smiling, but I don't think there's a smile inside. Bottom elbow tie up. And any of these vertical situations is going to favor Piper Niven.
Get her out. Come on, let's go. Clean break. Come on. Let's go. Hey, come on. Hey, come on.
Fun and games are over, folks.
Santana Garrett is one of those wrestlers that has been this close for so long. You know, she's been around the world, she's had accolades all over the world, but never in the WWE.
Santana Garrett has had some training and tutoring, mentoring, if you will, from such Hall of Famers as Scott Hall and Larry Zbyszko and Piper. But when the shoulders are down like that, you saw Piper go for that cover. Why not? With her size advantage, Piper's lateral press is a different piece of business.
You see Santana had to get creative there to work around the strength and power advantage that Piper Niven has.
Santana's got nice ring awareness. She's avoided a couple of straight right hands. I think they're a trifecta of them. Uh-oh. With submission action. Upper body abdominal stretch, in essence.
No, she says no.
Whoa.
And there's one way of breaking it. Oh! Man, Santana Garrett able to extend this match by avoiding the contact. There's a kick, there's a cover and a near fall.
Nice Santana Garrett taking that tiny opportunity she had to make the most of it.
Here you, again, we pointed this out earlier. Piper is back up to a vertical base. Bigger, stronger athletes, you don't want them on a vertical base. Because they do things like this. That's countered. Oh! A massive crossbody. Big time crossbody. And the thing we got to remember is it took a lot of energy to kick out.
Sure, you saw Santana roll away to get some distance, get those couple extra seconds. A couple breaths can really be a difference maker.
Sir William Regal's favorite maneuver, the cravat. Headbutt kind of staggered Piper. Again, the cravat, very UK based, very UK feeling, kind of like fish and chips, bangers and mash. Other food that I like to consume when I'm across the pond. Pork and beans for breakfast. You know, I see what the talented Santana Garrett's trying to do. There's a cover. Again, more energy expended to kick out. Santana trying to quicken the pace, but to the credit of Piper Niven, she will not have any of it.
Well, the problem that Santana Garrett is running into, you can't out-quick Piper Niven because not only is she powerful, she's so quick as well.
Yeah, it's one of those classic cliches of not judging the book by its cover. Piper Niven is exceptional in all areas.
Whoa.
Clothesline takedown. Again, all that weight on the lateral press. That is great wrestling strategy by Piper Niven. She is dancing with what brung her.
You see how much trouble Santana Garrett is having getting up because Piper follows up her power and then is quick on those covers, not giving the opening that Santana needs.
Piper Niven has cut down the recovery time of Santana Garrett, who got a foot up by, out of desperation, if you will. And Santana used her quickness to get out of the way.
Nice.
DDT. Can the DDT get it done? Piper Niven rolled her right shoulder off the canvas. Santana Garrett has hung on and fought and has fought right back in this battle. Low drop kick.
Santana is digging deep. You know she is so tired. But ow! She has to do whatever it takes right now to keep Piper down.
But I like the psychology. You quicken the pace. You move Piper Niven around more and more. You get her off her feet. Springboard back elbow. Side headlock from the left side. Looking for a bulldog. Didn't get there. Oh, my! Oh, what a big splash. How in the world did Santana Garrett kick out? And I might suggest that might be what Piper Niven's thinking.
It seems Piper was also surprised that Santana still had enough to kick out, but does she have any more? You can see she hasn't moved since she barely got that shoulder up off the ground.
Santana dragged to the corner where Piper Niven has evil intentions. And luckily for Santana, she's up and out of the way.
Looks like she's watched a couple of my girl Trish Stratus matches.
Oh! Big left hand. How do you do? And now one more time, and this time, Garrett able to get Niven off the ropes. Cover! Oh,
no way!
Wow. Oh, yes, a near fall. Man, the crowd getting with it. Push, straight kick. Some sweet chin music there by Santana Garrett. Oh my gosh. Look at the strength.
Oh, the Michinoku driver.
Michinoku driver, the cover, and it's over. Let me tell you, folks, I don't care who it is in this tournament. Piper Niven is going to be a tough out. A very tough out. Her unique skill set, what she brings to the proceedings, really can't be replicated in this tournament. Santana scoring Lita. Thought she had something going there, and maybe she did, but it was all about near falls.
Santana so close yet again.
Hey, Santana Garrett had a hell of an outing here. It's just that she met up with a very strong, physically demanding opponent.
It was this right here, all Piper from here on out.
Michinoku driver. Hadn't seen that in a while. Still as effective as it always was. And the young lady from Scotland has advanced to the Mae Young.
Here's your winner, Piper Niven.
Well, business is picking up on our bracket.
And Piper Niven going on to face Serena Deeb in round 2.
Man, we have had yet another exciting night here on the Mae Young Classic. Night 3 did not disappoint. Another raucous packed house for another night of the historic action Mae Young Classic.
Toni Storm, Dakota Kai, Bianca Belair, and Piper Niven all punched their ticket to the Sweet 16. As the focus now turns to our next episode, the pressure mounts for the remaining 8 competitors.
4 more women will advance on to round 2, but 4 will have to go home.
Blue chipper Renee Michelle goes toe-to-toe with the high-flying Candice LeRae. The Brazilian bombshell Tainara Conti will duke it out against the All-American Lacey Evans. The queen of suplexes Nicole Savoy meets her match with the tough Texan Reina Gonzalez. And the fan favorite Kairi Sane comes face-to-face with Tessa Blanchard. Who will move on to round 2? Find out next time as the Mae Young Classic continues.